If you were playing now and the ability to be able to run, would you run more in today's NFL or
You
pass more?
you have to, Dan. The game changed when they changed the rules around how defensive players can launch their bodies. And once they eliminated that, it opened up all kind of space. I was talking to Doug Peterson the other day, coach of the Jaguars, and he's like, there's just so much more space in the NFL game than there was before. And if you don't innovate and figure out ways to go take advantage of that space that's been created, especially a quarterback, you will lose. And so a game today is my game. I wish that I was talking to Michael Vick the other day. He's like, how much we wish we could go play today because there's so much space and you can go fill it up. And I saw Aaron Rodgers the other day and said, Aaron, if you're going to go to the Super Bowl, and I think he agreed that you're going to have to get on your horse. You're going to have to go get those free yards. You're going to have to be in those big games. You're going to have to go run for 40 or 50 yards because they're sitting there. You got to go get them. And every big game it comes down. Even Joe Burrow now realizes when he plays Patrick Mahomes, I got to get on the horse too. I'm going to have to go get those free yards that are out there. So the game has changed. It's so much more fun for quarterbacks, especially guys that can run. You're not going to see quarterbacks like Dan Marino or Peyton Manning ever again because they can't go get those yards. They're free, and you have to have them. So that's why Bryce Young is the number one pick in the NFL this year, because forevermore into the future, unless they change the rules again, you have to be able to go run and get those yards, or you can't win Super Bowls.
Wait, we won't see the likes of Peyton Manning or Dan Marino at the position.
No, you can't because there's too many yards to go get with your legs that are free that make the difference in the biggest games in the playoffs. That wasn't the case back in the day. Wasn't the case before the rule changes. So it makes I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just going to make the job so much harder for someone who can't go get those yards. They're free. They're open. The game is look what the 49ers do on offense. The Dolphins, the Chiefs, what Andy Reid comes up with. Patrick Mahomes can go 12 of 14 in the first, into the second quarter and never throw the ball past the line of scrimmage. It's a college game because of the space that's been created, and it's just not going to be a place for guys that can't go get those free yards at quarterback.